The video starts with a group of students going to the Novgorod State Museum through the Kremlin Park. They are going upstairs and get to the art hall. They admire the paintings of the famous artists on the walls. Finally, the students stop beside the portrait of Alexei Arакчеев.
What do you think? Who is in the picture?
I'm not sure. He looks like an official. Am I right?
Not really. He was a commander of the Russian army.
I know. He's Kutuzov.
I'll give you a hint. He was a leader of the artillery.
We really don't know.
It's Alexei Arакчеев. He built the military barracks in our Novgorod region.
And hadn't they been built earlier?
No, they hadn't been built before Arакчеев. Previously, the military men stayed in citizens' houses, and many of them didn't like this.
How interesting.
So 6 military settlements were created in our region.
And I wonder what Arакчеев was like.
We describe him differently. Some people considered him to be a soldathon and a monkey in a uniform. Someone thought him to be intelligent and severe. Someone remembered his kindness and sympathy.
How differently a person can be judged.
Do you know that he was born in Novgorod region?
He's our compatriot, isn't he?
Yes, but now the place of his birth is known as Tver region. But before the revolution, it was Novgorod gubernia.
The Arакчеев dynasty is an ancient Novgorod noble military family. Alexei Arакчеев continued the military service of his family. The Emperor Pavel I liked him for his military knowledge. Then Pavel presented him some lands near Chudova. Then he received the title of Duke.
What a great success.
He was appointed a minister of defense. He began to teach officers and military men. Arакчеев died in his estate Gruzino. Curse death were the last words of the great military chief.
Great, you know really a lot about Arакчеev's life. But let me tell you about the artist who painted this portrait.
Well, tell us, please.
This portrait was painted by John Baptist the Elder. He was invited by Ekaterina II and painted all court portraits.
He was born in the family of an artist and his first toy was a brush. At the age of 25 he became famous thanks to his icons. Shortly before the death of the Empress Ekaterina II, he painted a portrait of Alexei Arакчеев.
So, we have learned about 2 talented people with such different lives.
But don't you want to learn about the portrait itself?
Do you know something?
Yes, this portrait was painted in 1790 at the time of the Catherine II reign. It was a pair portrait, the portrait of Alexei Arакчеev's brother. Earlier, this portrait belonged to the Museum of Alexei Arакчеev's state. Later, it was brought to the Novgorod State Museum. John Baptist painted mainly the portraits to the courtiers, and Alexei Arакчеев was at the court of the Pavel I. Therefore, John Baptist made a pair portrait of 2 brothers Arакчеевs. The artist did not hide an arrogant expression of Alexei Arакчеev's face and his special, attentively unfriendly gaze. The author emphasized Arакчеev's pedantic attitude to wearing a uniform and the others.
The story was so impressive, that's why I'd like to share it.
It's really a great idea.
The portrait of Alexei Arакчеев, made by John Baptist the Elder, was chosen by chance. Among the great variety of other works of famous artists, we decided to choose this particular picture, just because we believe that the figure of Alexei Arакчеев is very significant for our town. He is a bright and well-known person. He was born on the territory of Novgorod and his life is closely connected